Hey everybody, welcome back to the page. I'm still waiting on my nephew, so I went and got another gun. Thought I'd clean it real quick. Now, this here is kind of a rarity, I guess. I've not seen one like it. It's a, let me get my light. It's a Savage, no, it's a Stevens Savage Model 124C. And this gun is a bolt gun. It looks like a semi-automatic, but it's a bolt because you push this in and it locks the bolt. And then when you pull the trigger, which, I know this gun's unloaded, and I always make sure these guns are unloaded before you clean them or anything else. But right here at the back of this trigger guard is a button. You mash it down, and when you get it mashed down, you can pull this bolt open and slide it back. And when you shoot it, this bolt pops out and you have to work it between each shot. And I hadn't seen one like it, and I just thought it was neat. Uh, it's just a cool old gun. Now, another thing, this sticker right here on the stock, I'll read it to you. And this is one of the first guns that they brought out one of these stocks with. And it says, this stock and forearm are Tenite, 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 however you say it. Added new beauty to natural at no extra cost. Allows finer checkering and paneling and fluting details. It's kind of hard to see it. I'm trying to read through it, but let's see. Found usually on only custom built guns. Occasionally, polished, maintenance, smooth, luscious appearance. Tonight, however you say it, is moisture resistant, will not warp, shrink, or swell from severe climate temperatures. So temperature changes. Tenite is more durable, will not chip, split, or crack under the hardest and severe conditions. Exclusive testing under shooting conditions have proven continuous that Tenite is an ideal for gun stock material. And there's something got on this gun. I don't know what it is. Some kind of tape. But it's like you remember the old nylon 66? That's kind of what this reminds me of, is this material. And it's got the forearm and all like that. It's in relatively good shape. The barrel and everything's good. The blue and everything's good on the barrel. The only thing is, see where the paint, anytime they paint them, the paint comes off real easy. See right here. But a body could take that out and put a little coat of paint on it and have it make it look like it was new. Okay, another thing is the magazine is built into the forearm. It doesn't have a tube. Well, it does, but it's under the magazine. So I'll go ahead and take this off and show you what I'm talking about. But where you put the bullets up in here, they go up under the forearm. And it's got a tube built into the forearm. Now this is one of the screws that come out. But you pick it up and slide it forward. There's a spring right here. See it? and right there is the piece that your the butt where your bullet goes against, and see that little tube is made into the forearm. I'm just gonna kind of run a rag on the end of it to make sure there's nothing, you know, up in it and stuff like that to, you know, make sure there's nothing going to jam it or anything like that. Okay, I'm not going to do an extensive cleaning on this tube and stuff because usually don't have to. Yeah, it slides perfectly. So I'm just going to lay this down right here. Man, that for a gun as old as this is, that bluing is amazing. It's just clean as it could be. But what I'm gonna do is just go ahead and wipe the barrel down and get everything off of it. And get it to where when I put an oil coating on it, that you know, there's no old oil on it because I don't want to build up oil on the barrel and stuff. But I just thought this gun was neat. And you talking about one with a choke in it. Now this in here has a long choke in it, and you talking about holding a good pattern at the turkey shoots. This old gun will do it. And another thing is, a lot of people don't know is when you take and put a 2 3/4 inch shell like you do at the turkey shoot like these. This the number 7.5, 8 shot to use at turkey shoots most time. When you chamber that shell, if you've got a 3-inch chamber in here, it allows that shot to open up a little bit more. And if this here is chambered for 2 3/4 only, it says right here on the barrel. Let me read what it says. Let me get my light. It says proof tested, 12 gauge, 2 3/4 inch chamber only. So this gun here won't shoot a 3-inch Magnum. So you know it does really well though with 2 3/4. I can't complain nothing about it, and it holds a outstanding pattern. I have noticed it shoots a little bit to the high and right to get the main pattern into the center of the paper. But you know, if I was shooting at a turkey or something like that with it, I have no doubt that you know, it would do a good job. You would just have to hunt high brass 2 3/4 inch shells. But I like taking this one to the turkey shoot because usually you're gonna bring a little something home when you come back. And you know, I like taking these older guns because most people haven't seen these kinds of guns. Now, I'm not going to wipe much around on that sticker because I like the fact it's still there. You know, that was a factory sticker and it's still there, which I think is kind of cool. Okay, I'm going to, now this gun is, it's clean, but not clean. I like to take my guns out and shoot them. I'm sorry, I do. I enjoy shooting my guns. And every now and again, I'll take them outside and pop off 2 or 3 rounds just because I can. But I'm going to run this swab down the barrel and go ahead and take care of that. Let me put this stick together so I can. I'm going to have to buy me another cleaning rod kit. I mean, I've had 25, I guess, and I don't know where this stuff goes, man. It just disappears. But I'm going to take and get me another one, probably a little better cleaning kit since I'm doing all this cleaning. I haven't checked the date on this gun, but I'm going to say it's summers in the 60s, maybe in the 50s. I don't know. Don't hold me to that. Okay, I'm going to, well, I know the barrel's empty. I am going to look down the barrel and make sure there ain't no powder or nothing down in it, no residue. There hasn't been yet. I'm telling you, that barrel right there, inside and out, is as slick as a baby's butt. Now, I'm telling you, if that little bit of paint was on this gun right here, I'm telling you, it'd be like a brand new gun. It's got a little bit of wire right there where that bolt pops. See that? Where it's got that little bit there, but that's where the bolt works in and out. But a buddy of mine had it, and he made me a deal on it that I couldn't pass up. I'm gonna take this and kind of reach in here above this bullet, the flap it pulls your bullet up into the gun. I'm gonna give it a good wiping, and I'm gonna work right here in front of the front of this bolt real good down in here. Okay, I'm gonna put a little bit of this spray on this rag, and I'm not gonna take the bolt out of it because I'm not 100% sure how it's done, and I'm not gonna risk tearing this gun up. But I'm sure there's a way of doing it, and one day I may see if I can't figure out how to do it by I'll go and get the book on the gun to see how it tells you to take it apart. I'm sure there is a way, but I'm gonna reach in what I can. I'm gonna wipe this bolt down. I don't know. I just like old guns. It just seems like to me back in they put a little more effort into them, and made a little nicer gun. And you got to think it's done outlived, uh, you know, most of what modern guns will, or without having to be fixed or redone. This has even got the original bead on it and everything. See right there, and I'm just gonna give it just a oiling real quick. Let's see, where did I do my oil? There it is. Once again, I'm using this Lucas gun oil. I seen it today. They got these up there at Duffield Hardware for $7, I think 99 cents a bottle. If you're looking for something, that'd be a good place to get it. And tell Brad that old crazy beardy feller on YouTube sent you up there, and it don't get you no discount, but he will work. I mean, he's a good guy to work with and stuff. And that's where I went this morning and got the stuff I needed. I do like supporting the small businessman because when you get rid of all them big box stores and stuff, you watch and see if their prices don't go out the roof. We had I'm not got a thing against Walmart. I go to Walmart a lot. It's one of my favorite places to go. And but when they first come into town, there was a lot of little small businesses, and more or less they just shut their doors. They couldn't compete with the market that China, that Walmart brought in from China. You can get mad at me if you want to, but that's where that junk comes from. And like I said, I don't have nothing against Walmart except for the fact that it seems like everything that gun control goes along, they jump right on it first thing. And that's why I do a lot of my gun purchase and stuff at a little old pawn shop over here called Liberty Gun and Pawn. I do most of my gun purchases over there. I'd rather pay a little over there knowing that they stand behind us on our gun rights as to, give Walmart my money. And I guarantee you over at Liberty, they appreciate your business. And I'd say Walmart couldn't care less. If they sold another gun, because it seems like to me they're trying to do it about like Dick's did and just get plumb out of the gun market. You can't buy pistol shells over there no more. You can't buy a lot of stuff that you used to be able to buy where you can't buy them ARs and stuff. And, you know, I mean, it hurts their business. But, you know, I guess the little gun stores are glad that they did it because it did help their business. But it just seems like everything that, you know, comes down about gun control, man. They're the first to jump on that boat. But now I do buy a lot of stuff from Walmart. It's the only place around here really to shop. I try to, like I said, I try to support these little stores and stuff. But Walmart does have a lot more variety, and you know, like I said, I buy a lot of stuff from over there. But I do miss those mom and pop stores. That's why a few of them that's still in business, I try to keep them in some, give them some business because I may have to pay a little more for it, but I'd rather do that. And I tell you right now, I'd rather go in one of them little mom and pop stores. You can sit around and talk to them people, and they got time to talk to you. And up there at Duffield Hardware, my buddy Brad, I'm telling you, like today, I'd have got the wrong stuff for that air conditioner. He said I need to get a heavier gauge wire and stuff for that air conditioner. I just getting what is it? I think I was getting 12 or let me see what that wire is. I was getting 10-2, I think, and he told me to get 12-2. Said do a little better on carrying the current for that air conditioner, where it needs a little more, I reckon. But I just want to give this a little general cleaning, a little oiling, because I don't want my guns to get rusty. I've cleaned some for other people, and I'm telling you right now, you would be shocked at the conditions some people's guns get into where they hunt and stuff and don't clean them. I'm gonna put just a drop of oil, and this does have a safety at the front of the trigger. It's got a little safety, just pushes back and forth, and then it's got that bolt release back here at the back. And where this, on like a bolt action rifle, they say a bolt action rifle is more accurate than a semi-automatic or something like that. Well, it's the same way with a shotgun. A bolt action shotgun holds all the pressure and stuff, and it doesn't break the chamber back or kick the shell out with part of it. So it holds that pressure going forward. And let me see if I got a dime in this, and I'll show y'all the choke in it. I got one of these little money banks. Let's see. There's a dime. Okay, I'm going to drop this down the barrel. This is how you check a choke on a barrel. Taking, let me push this button. Drop you a dime down the barrel. I showed this on another video, but I want to show you again. And let it go down. Okay, right there, I'm touching that dime. Look how long that choke is in that barrel. That's got a 2-inch choke in it. I haven't mic'd it to know what it is, but I do know this thing, man, it holds a pattern at the turkey shoot. And now when I go to a turkey shoot, if I take 2 guns, 5 guns, 10 guns, if I, whatever, I ain't never took 10 guns. But if I take a gun or 3, I tell everybody, you're more than welcome to shoot anything I got. That way nobody gets their feelings hurt or something. And remember at the turkey shoots, people, have a little courtesy. I couldn't tell you at the time that, we'd be at a turkey shoot, and these little young'uns shooting a 410, and these men shooting 12 gauges, and, they'd say, well, you tied with that little old 410, that little young'un. I'd say, no, I didn't. You give them that prize. You let them have it. And it meant more to that youngin' than it ever would to be me. So remember, when you're at them turkey shoots, let the kids shoot a little. You know, I ain't saying let them stop them. If the kid's young, hold the gun for them and let them pull the trigger. Sit there like this right here. Hold that gun and let them pull the trigger and see if they can't win a prize. And I promise you, that youngin' will be excited. And, you know, teach your youngins gun safety, people. Teach them this is not a toy, that this is a tool that, you know, can kill people if used misproperly. And, you know, that way that you don't have these kids going playing video game stuff, and they grab one of these and they think, well, he respawns or something, you know, and they don't. People don't respond when they get hit with one of these. But you know, it's like, if I love these old guns, and I do try to get my hands on as many as I can, which ain't a lot. If I could ever hit the lottery, I guess I'd just go in and buy a gun store, or go through and buy all the old guns out of gun stores and stuff. There's a piece of tape back here I'm trying to get off. See that? That ain't supposed to be on there. I got that goop, but I'm afraid of touching that sticker that I want on there, but I'm going to try to get it off. I don't know where it come from. It may have been on there before. We'll hold it there a second. Now, I'll tell you something else about this little gun right here, buddy. You can take and knock squirrels out of trees way up yonder where it's got this tight choke in it. And I used to tell people, it'd kill a squirrel fur off, you'd think you was going to strain that barrel. But you know, it is a good little gun. I don't know the value of it, probably $100, $150, something. It ain't much. I don't think none of my guns is valued at much. But they do what I need. You know what I'm saying? And I hunt. I'm a hunter. I mean, you know, I ain't never been in the military. I tried to go in and they didn't want me, so I just didn't go in. But I do have a lot of respect for the military. My father was a military man. My papa was military. My uncles was military. You know, we come from a strong military family. And it ain't that I didn't want to go in. It's just, you know, it's a long story, but no. Let's just say they didn't want me. Okay, I'm going to put a couple more drops on here. And I'm just going to take my hand and put a real thin coat over this. This feels just like a nylon 66. And it may have been the same time frame as the nylon 66s. And that's another little gun I like. Boy, I like them little nylon 66s. You can't beat them with a stick. I don't have one at the moment. But I don't know where all this mess has come from on this gun. But they've kind of got up there in price. I had one as a child, pretty fire gun. It shot accurate and done everything I needed to do. Okay, I'm gonna try to wipe my oil off, my hands off of it. And right there it is. If you see these old guns, it's kind. I don't know. I mean, I don't know your budgets and stuff like that, or even if you how much you're into guns. But when you can find an old rare gun that you know you haven't seen it, and, you know it's still got like this sticker on it. I think it's neat that this sticker advertisement is still on this gun, and it's not a plastic really. I don't think it's a plastic stock, but it kind of feels plasticky. But the gun don't kick hard to have a choke in it like it does and stuff. And like I said, it's a turkey gun. it'll reach out and touch them. And, I think it's neat that it's only chambered in 2 3/4 tube. You get some of these old guns and you never know. I know a lot of people think the old guns are worth a lot. I've seen lever action 30-30s at prices, man, that about make you sit down and cry. And I remember the days when we used to go get them for $400 to $425, and they'd throw a box of shells in, and that was for a good Marlin 336, and a Winchester Model 94 might cost you a little bit more, but they didn't try to break the bank like they are now. But that cleans that gun. I was afraid to take this apart because I don't know much about how the works in it is. But if I can find the book, I'll see if I can't find the book on this and see if it is, where I can take it apart. But it cycles good, it works good, and it shoots good. And it's one that every now and again I'll take it out and just squirrel hunt with it, just to get out in the woods and get to use it. And I hadn't seen it. And remember, it's a Marlin. No, it's Marlin. It's a Stevens Model 124C. And it is a bolt gun, even though it does look like a semi-automatic. Look like you just rip that back and go at it. But it was made off the semi-automatic pattern, but it is a bolt. You have to pull this little thing out and then back. And when you shoot it, when you put that in, it'll release the trigger. You mice your safety, and then you pull the trigger, and then you can just grab this, pull it up, and put another shell in it. But it's a pretty neat little old gun. I think it's got about let me guesstimate it here. Let's see, ours was a foot. It's got about 28, 29-inch barrel on it. I don't think it's a 30. I used to own tape measure. I don't know where it's got off to. But if I was guessing, at 24, 25, 26. Yeah, it's about 28-inch barrel. But I'll let you go. Y'all have a good day. Have a blessed day. And we'll see you on the next video. Be good to each other. And, help somebody. It'll make you feel good. All righty. Y'all have a good one.